When we think of global tech giants, we think of Silicon Valley, but in the late 1980s, one of the most sophisticated digital revolution was happening in a cement plant in Monterrey, Mexico. Today, we are analyzing Cemex, not just a cement company, but as a masterclass in how a developing country firm can outmaneuver the world's elite by turning a heavy, gray commodity into a high-speed digital asset. Here was the problem. Salmon is heavy, it's cheap, and you can ship it more than 300 miles without losing money. For Cemex, globalization wasn't just a choice, it was a survival tactic to escape the volatility of the Mexican peso. But how do you globalize a product that can't travel? You don't export the cement, you export the intelligence. Enter the Cemex way. While their competitors were fragmented, Cemex built a global brain. They created a standardized operating system, one IT platform, one HR process, one accounting method. That allowed them to manage a plant in Egypt with the same precision as a plant in Mexico. But here's what the textbooks often miss. The Cemex way isn't a one-way street. When Cemex buys a company, they don't just Mexicanize it. They send in teams to find what the acquired company does better. In fact, 70% of their current global best practices were downloaded from their acquisitions. It's a brilliant example of knowledge arbitrage. By 2026, Cemex has migrated from the secondary manufacturing sector into the tertiary service sector. With Cemex Go, they've digitalized the entire customer journey. They aren't just selling concrete, they are selling a just in time logistics solution that solves the chaos of urban construction. To fuel this, they changed how they measured success. Moving from high margins to return on investment, this led them to a shopping spree. Down or MNC, and finally the 15 billion Rinker deal in 2007. But every revolution has a cost. By buying Rinker at the very peak of the housing bubble, Cemex walked into a debt trap. The 2008 crash was a near-death experience. It teaches us a vital lesson. Even the best integration process in the world cannot outrun a global credit crisis if your leverage is too high. Now, let's talk about the green elephant in the room. As we stand in 2026, the Cemex Way has a new mission: decarbonization. Cement accounts for 7 to 8% of global CO2. Through their Future in Action program, Cemex is turning carbon taxes and sustainability from a threat into a competitive edge. If you can make net zero concrete, you own the future of construction industry. But who pays the price for this efficiency? We have to acknowledge the brain drain. When your best middle managers are constantly on planes integrating new firms, the legacy plants at home can suffer. Balancing the human cost of 25 years of PMA magic with the demands of 2026 investors for disciplined dividends is the new tightrope walk for Cemex leadership. So, what is the takeaway? Cemex proves that in 2026, to be a global leader, you must follow three pillars. 1. Be digital. Turn your data into your most valuable product. 2. Be disciplined. Manage your ROI, not just your ego. 3. Be decarbonized, because in the modern world, if your business isn't green, it isn't sustainable. Cemex didn't just build bridges and buildings, they built a learning machine, and that, more than the concrete, is their true legacy. Thank you.